Hey guys, welcome back to Sam's Garden Project. My name is Sam and today we're going to do a meetup garden tour. I know it's been a while since my last upload. I think my last garden tour was a spring one from 2024. So we've been through spring, we've been through summer, now we're heading into winter. So let's go see what the garden's looking like as we head into winter in Melbourne, Australia. We've got the apple tree that's starting to lose its leaves. Mandarin tree doesn't have much fruit on it. Almond tree is losing its leaves, making a bit of a mess everywhere. Which is good compost, but I'll need to come and blow it all up. Dogs are going zoomies. And this is the state of the garden at the moment. The raspberries have done well. I repotted them, but they struggled a little bit in the middle of summer with not much rain and water. In this bed here, we've got our broccoli and cauliflower. They seem to be doing okay. I've had to put the nets on most of the beds because the birds are coming in and getting into a lot of the seedlings that I've just planted. In this bed, we've got a few carrots and all the capsicums and chilies at the end of this bed here, which I've actually put on another growth spurt because the weather here has been so warm. We're just in May, we're a few days into May, and the weather is unusually warm, so it's a bit scary. I've planted some onions in this bed here. We've got a parsley plant that's been there for a while, and I planted all these onion seedlings. So far they're doing okay. Some basil at the end, some sweet potato, a few lettuces, and there's a flower. I don't remember what the flower's called at the end. And on this side we've got the cauliflowers. You can see that there's corn and tomatoes re-sprouting. That's unusual for May. So in this bed I've got like a late planting of corn, just some random bits and pieces as well. I have come along and planted snow peas along the trellis. So they're slowly growing and they'll hopefully trellis all the way up this Rio mesh arch, and it'll be nice and pretty with lots of snow peas. Let's move along over here. We've got potatoes, putting on another flush of growth. My seedlings that have been out for a while. It's been hot, so I need to give them a bit of a water. In this bed's a bunch of random stuff. So there's kale. I planted a few, I think coriander. There's some probably cabbages, just whatever seedlings out of that tray that I could plant. I did. Moving along, more chilies. They've got more flowers on them as well. Some celery and some more onions down this end. I did end up pulling my white sage out. It was just getting too big for the bed and I wanted to put the cover on it. So I pulled that out and I've replaced it with some winter seedlings. Let's have a look at the peach trees. These are all slowly starting to turn yellow and lose their leaves. Yeah, everything's just slowly dying back and turning yellow as we head into winter. Let's keep moving along. Got more peach trees. We've got asparagus, pear tree at the back is losing its leaves. The plum is actually starting to reshoot. At the top there is some little green shoots which you won't be able to tell, but it's been some unusual weather. In this bed here we've got the capsicums that again are putting on another flush of growth even though it's heading into winter. Little mini capsicums. I've got some celery in here as well as garlic. So I've planted my garlic in amongst the capsicums, some spring onion down the back. Unfortunately I had one of my trees die, so this peach tree has died. I'm not sure why or how, but I'll have to get rid of that and I might replace it with something else. I think it'd be weird if I just had like an orange or a mandarin in between all these peaches. So I'll have to replace it with something, or I could just leave it open and maybe plant something in the bed on the bottom. keep going further. I've got flowers are taking off because it's cooling off a little bit. My quince tree, which I should probably take the net off and actually harvest them. I think they're ready. Oop, that's ready. Let me just... something's gotten into that. But I'm going to try and make some quince paste with what is left up here. I'll just cut around all the bad spots and then take the netting off. Rhubarb's doing okay, starting to re-sprout. It's a beautiful sunny morning here. It's going to be warm, it's going to be 25 degrees today, which is, I don't know, it's a bit weird for May. This next bed, some silver beet, and some more garlic down the end here with some basil. We've got the chicken. We've got one left now. Unfortunately, the other two have passed. They were getting a bit old. So, one chicken left. We're giving it some straw. We'll need to top up its food and water. I'll let it out for today. It can dig around in the garden. We've got lemon tree. It's doing pretty well. Putting on some new fruit. Plus some yellow fruit back there from last season, which will be ready to use whenever we want. Olive tree, we've harvested a little bit of this, but there's still massive amounts of olives on the tree. I don't really know what to do with them because I don't enjoy olives, so in the future I probably wouldn't plant olive trees in my garden if I was designing it. Little herb bed. I've cut back the sage and it's re-sprouting. So it's just unusual. A lot of like plant signals are weird for this time of year. Things shouldn't be happening, which they are. And then in here it was my flower bed for the summer. The zinnias have taken off a lot, I think because we've had a little bit of cooler weather and they've had a bit of rain. We didn't have much rain at all over summer. Maybe in the last, I don't know, 3 weeks or so we've had a bit of rain. But again, it's drying out and getting warm again, so not sure what's happening, but nevertheless it is pretty. All these flowers are kind of not at their peak, but it's still nice to have some flowers in the garden. I've got blueberries dying back, dahlia dying back, blueberries dying back again. Passion fruit did pretty well this year, had a good year. I will need to give it a bit of a prune coming into spring next year because it's getting a bit, I don't know, wily and uncontrollable. I've got a fig tree at the back that did good, and an apple tree. We don't get much fruit from the back because there's a lot of possums and rats that get the fruit, so the figs and the apple tree are there. Not much fruit from them. Hey chickie. I've got the quince in my hand, so it probably wants that. Let's move back along. So a bit of a pan from the garden. It is in the morning currently. So this is what my, I guess you could say, late autumn garden is looking like. I kind of missed the midsummer garden tour, sorry. I wasn't really focusing on my YouTube channel, but I've had a lot of new subscribers, so I thought I might just do a garden tour every season at a minimum. And if there's anything extra, then it's a bonus for you guys. So yeah. So I'm going to go give everything a bit of a water because it's going to be 25 degrees today, and I think it's like the 5th or 6th of May or something like that. So very unusual. I'll give everything a bit of a water and just keep things alive, I guess. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this garden tour. A bit of a mid to late autumn garden tour of my suburban garden in the western suburbs of Melbourne. If you like the video and you want to keep tracking along with my garden updates, Don't forget to subscribe, and thank you to all the new subscribers that joined us today. See you next time, guys. Bye.